Hi, I'm Patrick Phillip, here with our amazing instructor, Jacob Yap, and this is Effective Martial Arts. In this lesson, the 5 layers of takedown defense. Alright, so quick overview first. Layer number 1 is going to be the stiff arm defense. So he shoots in, I'm going to be looking for his shoulder and try to block him when he's coming in. So here he's going to go like this, and sometimes I'm going to block him with the forearm. So here, like this. So that's your first layer of defense. Second layer of defense is going to be to go for underhooks as you sprawl. So he goes in here, and I'm trying to dig for underhooks, crossface, and pulling back up to my level, and then disengage or do another type of attack. Layer number 3 is if I can't get the arms on the inside, I'm still going to sprawl. So the sprawl is your third layer of defense. He goes in, shoulder bump, I kick my legs back here to reestablish my base thanks to a sprawl, and from there I can attack or disengage. And step number 4 is when you have good control of my legs, I'm going to go for the sitting fall. So he goes in here, and I can't sprawl, so he goes forward. I'm going to go sitting fall here on my bum, not on my back, posting, stiff arming the head, escaping the hips as I get back to standing position, and so does he. And the last layer of defense is to go for guard retention. When he gets both of my feet off the ground, he's controlling my hips. So he goes in for any type of takedown, lifting off the ground. I'm going to want to grab some type of guard position as he brings me down. I'm going to be able to go for attacks from here in the legs or whatever, or disengage and get back to standing. Alright, now let's look at these in a little bit more detail with progressively increasing amounts of resistance so that you get a realistic application of these techniques. So step number 1, stiff arm defense, so blocking the person as he's coming in. So he goes in, boom, I stiff arm, and very important to bring your feet with you as you block the person coming in. So again, a little bit faster, he comes in, stiff arm, boom, I block him, again, faster setups here. Sometimes I'm going to block with both hands. Sometimes, yeah, keep going, get close on the head, redirect his energy, a bit more, faster. Yeah, he's really going for it. I'm gonna block him, deviate. Well, sometimes I only catch him with the forearm here, but I can still block him like this and remain standing. Again, even faster. Here, push him away. So that's the first layer of defense, stiff arm, level match, blocking or redirecting the energy. Step number 2 is to go for underhooks. So he goes in here. Intentionally, when I'm practicing this, I'm not going to use my first layer of defense because now I want to practice my second. So I'm going to let him come in, but then I'm going to go hands over here, and as soon as he gets in, I'm going to reestablish my base, and then I want to pull him back up to my level, at which case we can fight from the clinch or I can disengage from there. So again, a little bit faster. He comes in. I'm not using my first layer. I'm going straight to my second one, pulling him up. Again, here he goes in, underhooks, pulling it up. Now this is particularly effective against the wall. We're going to see this situation in more detail in future videos, but essentially when he wants to take me against the wall, take me down, he's going to put shoulder pressure over here. I can't sprawl because the wall is there, so I'm going to want to dig underhooks over here, under the arm, under the face for a crossface, and pull him back up to my level. Again, a little bit more resistance. So he goes in, he's actually trying to take away my base. I gotta work my way back. I wanna stay at an angle here and pull him back up to my level, at which points I can reverse the position or I can simply disengage. Again, a little bit more resistance. So he goes in, shoulder pressure here. I wanna pull him back up. If I start pulling him back, he's gonna pummel back in with this one and this one as well. And I'm gonna pull back on the inside here so I can pull him back up to my level. Third layer of defense, if you can't get the arms in for the underhook pull, is going to be simply to sprawl. So he shoots in, I can't get the arms in over here, but I can still escape my legs because there's not a good grip on my leg. I can kick the legs back and put hip pressure going forward like this to reestablish my base. From here, I can go in for an attack, or I can simply disengage. Again, so he goes in, sprawl, a little bit faster. Here, so I kick back and reestablish here. He's going to keep on attacking or trying to get back up. Here, so I'm going to free my leg here and get back up. Again, sprawl, here, yeah, kicking here. Now a good drill that you can do to understand the sprawl a little bit better is he's gonna put one leg in the back over here and be on one knee. And here he's gonna keep on driving forward with his shoulder, and I'm just gonna try to block him with my hips. So keep on going, drive forward. I gotta reestablish my base every time. Here, like this, keep going, here. Now very important for me to have good posture and to block him like this. Keep going. Here. Keep blocking with my hips. What happens if I don't have good posture, and I'm actually giving my weight on top of him, he can take me down very easily from here a million different ways because I'm giving him my weight. So very important, hips forward. Now a nice variation on the sprawl is going to be to do the side sprawl. So as he goes forward, here I want to get this leg straight back and this leg in this direction and cut a 90-degree angle as I sprawl like this. This puts me on the side, and then it's a good attacking position. If I want to go for grappling attacks, I can also go for knees or punches in this situation. Again, from the other side, over here, he shoots in, side sprawl, boom, cutting the angle as I sprawl, reestablishing a nice far base. Now, in both those cases, it's very important to practice your sprawl on your own as well as a basic movement. We saw this in the basics video, but here's a quick refresher. So we're in the fighting stance, let's say with the right leg in front, shadow boxing, so straight sprawl, ready, go. Here, landing on the side of the hip, and then pop him right back up. Again, shadow boxing, here, sprawl, this. And we also want to practice our side sprawl. So for this one, let's switch our stance. Always good to practice both sides. We're going to do the side sprawl, so our feet are going to go in this direction now. So again, shadow boxing and side sprawl. Cutting an angle like this, feet in this direction, popping back up to our feet. One more time, side sprawl, go. There we go, and popping back up. Okay, so that's our third layer of defense, side sprawl. Now sometimes you can't sprawl. He's coming in and he's controlling the legs really powerfully. So he's got a good grip on the legs. So try as I may to kick my legs back for a sprawl, it's not gonna happen. This is especially true if he locks his hands together for a lock double, then there's no chance I can escape my feet and sprawl. So now I know I'm going down, I don't wanna just fall back down on my back. So take me down on my back. Here, I don't want to fall like this, okay? Because now he's on top. He can start passing my guard more easily. He can start ground and pounding from here, okay? No good for me. So what I want to do is from this position, when he has control of my legs, here, I know I'm going down. I'm going to shoot my bum as far as it can go backwards to land on my bum and not on my back. So take me down. Here, at the same time, I'm following my bum. I'm posting over here, and I'm posting stiff arming his head. Here, so I don't want to go to my back, and this will give me the opportunity to escape my hips, keep on driving forward, here, and eventually get back up, which he will do the same, and then we're back to standing. Again, a little bit faster, more realistic. So again, I'm not trying to sprawl, I'm going to go to my fourth line of defense, sitting fall, escape, and back up, one more time, give me good resistance, take me down, here, so I'm again going for my fourth line of defense, he's keep on driving forward, and like this. So another basic movement to practice as well on your own, sitting fall, very important. So from our standing position like this, again, we can mix that with shadow boxing. We're gonna bend at the waist here and shoot our hips as far as they can go backwards and bend in half like we wanna bring our head in between our knees. Here, we're gonna fall sitting like this. The best indication you're doing this correctly is if you don't need to post with your hand. So you can stay in falling like this. Then in order to get up, you will stiff arm the head, post with the other hand, get your foot close, and start doing your technical get up maneuver like this. Once again, a little bit faster. So shadow boxing here, and sitting fall, here, post, and get up. Nice, so that's your fourth line of defense, sitting fall. And the last one is gonna be guard retention. So that can happen many different ways, but essentially if the guy takes you down, you know you're going down, especially if he has control of your hips, if he gets both your feet off the ground, you know you're going down and you're not falling on your bum. You're most likely falling on your back or some variation of it. So you want to retain some form of guard in this case. So he goes and he tries to take me down. So he's going to go for high crotch in this case. Posture, now he gets me up in the air. So I don't want to let him throw my legs in this direction now. I want to wrap him up right away, either on the body or in between the legs for a half guard. So when he takes me down, I have a guillotine that's accessible here. I can get into the legs over here, and I can escape definitely more easily than I would if I were inside control. So again, so guard retention, any takedown that you want. Here. So I'm not gonna defend early. I'm gonna just do my guard retention late, and then work my way back up to standing. Again, more resistance, real takedown. Here, guard retention. That was actually my sitting fall. But here, there you go, try to take me back down. Here, and then, so I gotta retain guard. Now I've got half guard, right? And I'm flat, so now I'm gonna work from here. And I'm gonna try to create distance, get rid of the grips, and get back up to my standing position here, eventually. Okay, again, one more time. The one where you lift me up. Here. So guard retention as he lifts me up, here, I wrap him up, here, and then possibly I can go for a guillotine choke, but in this case, my goal is just to disengage and get back up to my feet and get back standing. And there you have it, guys, the 5 layers of takedown defense. This is when you do not want to engage in the grappling with your opponent. You want to stay standing or get back to standing as quickly as possible. So first layer, stiff arm defense, blocking the shoulder. Variation of this is going to be to use your forearm to block him, and make sure you bring your feet with you to have a good base when you redirect or block your opponent. From there you can counter with a strike or eventually with another grappling attack if you choose to do so. Second layer of defense is to go for underhooks and pull the guy back up to your level. That's true in the open, particularly effective when you're backed up against the wall and they're trying to take you down against the wall, pulling back up to your level where you can reverse the position or disengage. Step number 3, or third layer of takedown defense, is going to be a straight sprawl, so blocking the guy with your hips, re-establishing your base by kicking your feet far away. For this, you have your straight sprawl and you also have your side sprawl variation, which the side sprawl allows you to attack a little bit more from the side. And the fourth layer of defense is going to be your sitting fall, so falling on your bum instead of going to your back, which is going to be much more beneficial for you to get back up to your feet. And step number 5, fifth layer of takedown defense is going to be guard retention. So when all else fails, at least you want to wrap the guy up somehow with your legs so they don't pass your guard as you're going down, because being in bottom guard is still much better than being in bottom of side control. So there you have it, guys. If you have any questions, leave in the comments below. For ideas on how to counter a double leg takedown, check out our guillotine choke video. So that's going to give you exactly the mechanics of how to finish the guillotine choke, as well as many different variations to get it done, from standing bottom when you're on your back, as well as on full mount position. So there you have it. If you have any questions, leave in the comments below. If you've enjoyed this video, click the like button. I recommend you come back to this video regularly, and if you click the like button, the video will appear in your liked videos. So it's going to be easier for you to find it again. You can also add the video to a playlist, which will allow you to come back to it easily. And lastly, if you have not already, guys, subscribe to our channel right now. We got many more video tutorials coming at you in the future in every range of fighting, so striking, grappling, and wrestling. Till next time, I'm Patrick Phillip.
And I'm Jacob Yap.
This is Effective Martial Arts. Remember, practice well, safety first, and use these techniques only for self-defense.